Today, we're talking about how you could still do nothing, you could be lazy, and live a beautiful life. If you're like me, you can go through periods of being lazy. I mean, really lazy. Maybe you stop working out, or you stop doing your chores. Maybe your goals fall by the wayside, or you don't want to go out and see your friends or family. You probably just want to play video games, sit at home, chill on your phone, relax, and do nothing. The problem is, your mind ruins everything by feeling guilty. Your mind's telling you, get up off your butt, you're wasting your life. Everyone is getting ahead of you, and you'll be left in the dust. Well, I just want to tell you today that it's okay to laze around and do nothing. And you can live a beautiful and fulfilling life if that's what you want to do. But there is one thing that you must do if you want to sit around and do nothing. And I will tell you what that is later in the video. First off, I want to tell you what the point of life is in spiritual terms. You might think it's leaving a legacy or having kids, starting a family, or changing the world. Maybe you think it's getting married, or maybe you believe that having millions and millions of dollars, being a CEO or an influencer with a massive following is the point of life. Well, let me tell you, it is none of that. The real point of life is to live. That's it. It is as simple as that. And congratulations to all of you. You found out the secret. It's to live. Now, you might be saying, dude, everyone is living. It's nothing special. Really, life isn't special? The fact that you are breathing right now, the fact that you're even born, that your parents met and got together and created you is nothing special. Scientists have estimated that the odds of you being born is actually 1 in 400 trillion. 400 trillion. Not million, not billion, 400 trillion. That is absolutely unbelievable. So yes, it's a miracle that you are even alive right now, but that's not necessarily what I'm trying to convey. When you start looking at your life in a different light and stop being persuaded by companies or help gurus or your mom or your dad telling you that if you don't have kids by the time you're 30, you're a failure. You know, everybody's telling you that if you don't have a house or a steady job or you're not grinding enough, that you're a failure. You haven't started your own multi-billion-dollar drop shipping company, you're a failure. Well, here's the truth. It's all fake. That is, it's all unconscious, which really means it's all created by the ego, which is created by the mind. Our minds like to tell us that we are not enough. And in turn, we like to tell other people they're not enough. Your parents are doing it. Your teachers, your friends, your mentors, the guy on YouTube who has millions and millions of views. If you live your life constantly thinking in negative thought loops, in a depressive state, negative and dark and unable to do anything, growing obese through overeating and putting people around you through hell, then yes, there is a problem. But if you are conscious, present, and at peace and enjoying the now, enjoying every moment of life, it is entirely possible to not do anything else. You can be present. You can just sit there or live in the forest or watch the sunrise and set. But our world has its own set of rules. If you want money, you need to output energy or surface value into the world. And in return, you get money. If you want to lose weight, you have to burn calories while eating in a caloric deficit. If you want a strong relationship with a partner, you have to compromise, spend time with them, be present with them, grow with them. These are the rules of our world. When you realize that all these things are secondary, you start to look at it as not so serious. You begin to play to have fun, to look at it as a game. When you focus on being present, living, and being conscious, and all the other things are secondary, you begin to find joy in life. So yes, it's totally fine to not do anything. You are already living. But if you do want things like money, relationships, and health goals, or anything else, I want you to start to see those things as secondary. Which brings me to my final lesson. When you are present, when you are here, you begin to attract things to you. They are always positive things. Negativity cannot exist in presence. You will start to notice that through your presence, you can attract things to you. Money, people, situations, and many, many more amazing things. When you release the need for these secondary desires, you start to realize that they come to you a lot easier than before. I'll do another video that goes in depth on this in the future, but just know that this is real. So don't let anyone tell you that you need this or you need that, because they're just living and expressing their unconscious patterns. These unconscious thoughts and desires are what 99.9% of the world believes that they need. And another thing is, don't judge them. They don't know better. The only way to help someone who is unconscious is to be conscious around them. If you are not, then you're just adding to the unconsciousness. If they're open to it, you can tell them about this, but you can never force it on anyone. Some people are so lost in unconsciousness, it's going to take them a lot more than you just telling them. In fact, that might trigger a massive unconscious response. So you kind of have to gauge where you think that person might be. So to wrap it all up, I just want you to know that you are fulfilling your life. The purpose of living is to live. You can live a life doing nothing, and that's totally fine. But just know that our world does have rules for surface level things. If you lay in bed conscious, but you do nothing, you may not have a home in a couple of months if that's all you do. When you live your life with your main objective being conscious and all the other things, surface wants and goals, as secondary, beauty and love will start to flow into your life, and a whole new dimension of being will show itself to you. All right, guys, thank you. This is my latest video. If you really enjoyed it, if it brought something to you, if it gave you a new perspective, if it shifted your paradigm, please drop a like, subscribe. Have a great day. Peace.